Good afternoon and welcome everyone. We are happy to start our Convoke meeting where we will learn lots of techniques about time management. Time management is a very important tool for our routine and busy life. Today we have 24 hours a day to do so many things and we still do not get all things done. I think all of us wished we had more time, but unfortunately, that is not our reality. Time is part of our history, even in our earlier years, because when you are integrated into society, we had our first routine lessons as well, such as waking up in the morning or going to any other activity that needed time management, as getting dressed and ready to go on time. But now, everything's so much faster. We are all so connected with smartphones and internet. No one has time anymore for the slow things in life. We can watch TV, read some news, work, and connect with everyone around the world at any moment and place. But with that freedom comes a cost. Because we have complete control over so much of our schedule, we can quickly become lost and overwhelmed. What we need is a better way to organize our tasks to make time for ourselves. And that's the mission of our meeting. I would like to talk to you today about time management and some of the ways and techniques we can use to help you get back that time. Why time management? Why do we have to manage our time? One of the most important reasons to manage time is to feel in balance. As part of the modern workforce, we always struggle to work our 9 to 5 jobs, get home to our kids, and make sure that we have fun on the weekends. So being able to manage our time effectively is critical to our well-being. We also need to recognize that work is not that important. Nothing is more important than our pursuits. So managing our time means we get more time to do more and have more free time to pursue those things that make us happy. So, it's important to recognize that this is all about our mindset. Having a time management mindset means time boxing aggressively and standing up for ourselves. When we are asked to do too much, we must push back, as we are our own best advocates. But when we can push back, it's important to have a strategy to organize our time to be effective. We are always asking ourselves, why? We don't have enough time. And sometimes it's very frustrating because we are raised to give everything. We must become successful people. What are the benefits and outcomes of time management? The biggest one is helping us cope with stress and getting things done that need to be done. And now I would like to discuss some methods and some possible ways to manage time and how they work. Here are some options. To-do list is a very easy to do, and today we can use specific apps which can help you to do it. I use the Notes app on my cell phone to do it. To-don't list, listing your priorities is very important, and doing a to-don't list can help you keep the focus on what you need to do. Track time. Track time is important so you can focus on the activity. As an example, when you go to the gym, or if you ever go to the gym, we can use what's called Tabata timing. I do not know if any one of you ever heard about it, but it's like that. The trainer asks you to do a specific exercise for 2 minutes, then he changes it for another one. So you can use that same technique in our activities, maybe using our phone or as our track manager. Work from a calendar. Working from a calendar is very important and easy today. I also use my telephone as my calendar. I like it because it can send my reminders and alerts. We have as well calendars on our emails, apps, printed or others. The other amazing one technique is called the Pomodoro. That technique is very effective and used for so many businesses to help their employees keep track and focus. To use it, we must ask ourselves those questions. How much effort an activity requires? As an example, writing an email to your boss, it will take 15 minutes to 20 minutes or more. How will I cut down interruptions? A very good way is dedicating yourself for 25 minutes to that activity, then giving yourself a 5-minute break. How many Pomodoros will I need to complete this activity? When you estimate the efforts of how many 25 minutes, it's called Pomodoros, you need, it will be easier to accomplish anything. How to make it more effective is to adjust it to maximize efficiency. One way of doing it is using the first few minutes of your Pomodoro to review what you have done. How can I set up a timetable? It's very important to set up a limit so you can motivate yourself to complete the tasks. Also, it will give you a perspective of your time free so you can make it more enjoyable. How to define your objectives? You can use this technique as well to analyze where you are spending more time, or you should change your energy on your project. So how using this technique can change you? It can handle interruptions, reduce the length and number of meetings, learn to simplify and organize tasks, improve motivation, transform time to become an ally, not an enemy, meet deadlines without the pressure of it, share with your team the same point of view, create an effective team timetable, reduce the complexity of your goals, help with the interaction between team members and the completion to complete the tasks. Agile or Kanban, it's called Kanban, is a popular framework used to implement Agile and DevOps software development. It requires real-time communication of capacity and full transparency of work. It is used for software purpose for business like supermarkets, warehouse, car dealers, and others. So I want to use my country, which is Brazil, as an example for cultural time issues. Unfortunately, Brazilians are very known because they have the culture of coming late to events, like birthday parties, weddings, and others. Sometimes the event like hosts have to put the time like 1 hour after so they know people is gonna come at the right time. But over there as well, in Brazil, we are raised learning that in England, the culture of always coming to appointments on time, it's a very important one. And we all cannot understand how they do that. When I moved to United States and I have my first international experience, I had to learn to understand that time is very important in the American culture and the use of time management as well. Working with others, like what if co-workers don't manage their time well? How can we manage that? If your co-workers do not manage their time well, I think this meeting would be an amazing meeting for your business to-do lists. First, you have the opportunity to teach them about understanding the importance of time management for the success of our business. I read a book called Time Management from the author Torben D, and he wrote in one of the sections about how to value others people's time. I recommend this book and this section as well to be read in a group or another meeting. So, with all that said, how to stay on track. We learned today so many useful techniques to stay on track, and I think each one of us should experiment with each one of them and see what's working for us. And if it's not working anymore, we should try something new. So after all that said, I want to say thanks for this opportunity of presenting this meeting, and I will let you my email, and if you want to have any questions about it, I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you so much, and convon for trusting in my abilities and work.